Ultimate abilities are at the core of a Legends kit, and the reason we pick the Legends we do. What's going on, guys? My name is Valued, and today we're going to go over some of the most powerful and game-changing ultimates. Well, obviously, we're going to talk about the strongest in the game. We're also going to put a focus on how much the ability really changes the game and the value it can bring to a squad. But guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. It's not hard to mention this one first, so we're just gonna do it. Horizon's Black Hole has got to be one of the coolest ults in the game and can have a game-changing impact. While it requires some setup and good timing with your team to be really effective, a well-placed Black Hole can devastate an entire squad. If you manage to catch all three members with this ability and your team is ready to follow up, they might as well just be free kills. If your team brings along some extra frags and arc stars, which you should be doing already, the amount of work you can get done with a good Black Hole is pretty astronomical. Get it? Landing a 2 or 3 man black hole when your teammates are ready to nade spam the location is one of the most satisfying ways to wipe an entire enemy squad. If you can manage to get the trajectory and timing down with this ability, Black Hole is easily one of the strongest utilities in the game. Even if you don't have teammates ready to help with damage, you can still get a lot done solo if you get used to hitting these from a good range. Solo black holes can be tough as there's a big animation on the throw, and you only have a couple of seconds to get all your damage off before it's over. While it's possible to get a grenade in there or lay down a bunch of shots before it ends, you're going to want to practice throwing this and instantly trying to get as much damage in as possible. Think of it as an extra grenade that you need to practice hitting. Only, this grenade sucks everybody into its core and enables you to get damage for a couple of seconds. Personally, when I'm playing Horizon, I like to throw the black hole, immediately swapping to a grenade as the animation for the ultimate finishes. This gives me time to hit one good nade and still get a few shots as my ultimate ends. It's important to have your gun out and ready to clean up the fight. Alright guys, let's all be honest here, we've all been devastated by a black hole, but many people still sleep on this ability as it can require a bit more teamwork. But guys, trust me, this is why Horizon is still strong even after the nerfs, and it's definitely worth picking up if you're looking for a powerful ultimate to help you win fights with your team. And speaking of being a powerful tool for your team, Death Totem is another great ultimate that really changes the game and looks sweet while doing it. The ability to give your squad a free life is insanely strong when used properly, often giving you a free squad wipe or a lot of damage. Catching squads by surprise is already the key to success, and Revenant lets you do that while keeping you from being caught by surprise. This free push you receive for interacting with the Death Totem can be incredibly powerful, just as long as you can find a good spot for your totem. Not to mention, the synergy this ability has with things like an Octane jump pad. You can easily see where this ultimate can elevate a team. And if you guys want to really learn Revenant fast, we have a top 500 ranked Apex Predator named Mini TV on our site who's a coach. He can help you learn Revenant fast and all the other legends on this list. The coaching is affordable and you improve rapidly. The results are proven. Be sure to check it out in the description below. Alright guys, the biggest struggle with the Death Totem is learning when to use it and where to place it. It's a tough balance of being close enough to get good use of the totem while not being too close to where you could allow the enemy team to use the totem themselves. Not to mention, if you leave this thing out in line of sight, it will get destroyed, instantly reverting you back to your original form. There's nothing worse than full pushing as a team, only for your totem to be destroyed right as you begin the fight. Good placement and timing will prevent these situations from happening. But this is why Octane's pad has been such a great pairing with this ability. The extra mobility allows Revenant to place his ulti in a more distant, safe location, and then engage with a jump pad, removing the chances of the totem being destroyed or used by an enemy team. And guys, this is why one of the best ultimates in the game for a well-organized squad is the Death Totem. And it really does change the game in other ways some abilities just don't. This one's worth learning if you want to give your team the upper hand going into every single fight. Alright guys, moving on, we have one of the more unique ones, Loba. While not a flashy in-combat ability, Loba's ultimate is one of the strongest we're going to talk about today, in the right situation. The Black Market Boutique lets you get access to all the loot in an area, saving your squad valuable looting time while moving through different map locations, and ensuring you're well looted throughout the game. The Black Market is especially strong when moving into the later stages of the game, as it allows you to quickly find specific attachments or ammo very quickly to round out your loadout. Its ability to smooth out your loot curve, helping to ensure you have every single thing you need, as well as getting ammo quickly in the late stages of the game, make it really unique. No other ultimate lets you interact with loot on the map this way, and it helps teams that maybe aren't dropping into those loot-heavy contested areas loot much more efficiently. Where the black market lacks in on-demand combat power, it makes up for it by making you slightly stronger at all stages of the game. If you play a slower paced game, finding yourself looting more and making it later into games, the black market is a great ability and will help you continue your game plan more efficiently. For a legend focused on surveillance, Krypto's ult is insanely powerful in combat. Hitting for 50 shield damage and slowing everyone in range, Krypto's little drone can make for a huge engage tool for his team. His drone and ultimate make for a great combo, gathering as much info as possible before taking a chunk of shields and letting your squad push while the enemies have an arc star slow effect. The biggest downside to this one is the setup time, as it can be really hard to get meaningful EMPs unless you're playing with a 3-stack or an Octane. Krypto may be one of the highest skill gap characters in the game, and a lot of that learning curve comes from mastering his drone placement to allow you to get amazing EMPs. A good EMP not only hits a couple of enemies, but also does it with a time window that your team is ready to push up and follow on. While it can be nice for farming shields to just pop off an EMP and take the free damage, you won't be downing any squads unless your team is ready to capitalize on the damage and disruption of the EMP. Getting good drone placement and then using the EMP at the last possible moment makes this ability insanely strong because your team can come in and clean up the fight. I really hope we get to see more of this ultimate in action as Bloodhound keeps getting nerfed because Krypto's drone and EMP really bring a lot of awesome strategy to the game. And who likes seeing Bloodhound in every single squad for the last 10 seasons? Alright guys, another ultimate that can thrive when combined with good team play is Wraith's Portal. This ulti lets pro Wraith players literally engage and disengage for their team. With the portal remaining open for 60 seconds, the amount of options are insane. Do you want to portal in, take a fight, and get out before the third party comes in? No problem. With good portal placement and strong communication, the amount of options this ability gives to a team are endless, letting you get into a fight quickly while still leaving you an option to bail if needed. A big reason Wraith has been strong since day one is because of this ability to engage and disengage. While an Octane pad lets you engage quickly on a team, it's obvious why you're doing it. A Wraith portal could be snuck in near a team with them having no clue you're there until your whole squad shows up at once. There are so many more options on where a portal can go than the trajectory of a launch pad. Plus, the ability to retreat again within 60 seconds can be a game saver. Not to mention, it never fails that players will follow you into the portal only to show up on the other side and your whole squad waiting for them. Even with all the changes over the seasons and the addition of a bunch of new legends, the flexibility of Wraith's Portal has helped her remain a top pick for so long. It wouldn't feel right if we didn't talk about the newest ultimate addition to the game, Skyward Dive. Valkyrie's ability to redeploy her team within a couple of seconds can add a whole new level of mobility to teams, plus it feels pretty sweet to pull off. Not to mention, while in the sky, Valk is able to spot out enemies, allowing this crazy mobility tool to also be used for scouting. The ability to see enemies while redeploying is pretty insane, letting you not only move your squad around faster than ever, but also letting you do so safely. If you can manage to get a Gibby on your team, his bubble can make Valk's ult even safer, giving the entire squad cover as they take off or land. We've all seen a clip or had a Valk Gibby combo happen to us, and speaking from experience, it's not fun to play against. This legend pairing actually makes this ability into a viable offensive option, with the bubble allowing for quick protection as soon as your team lands out of the Skyward Dive. Without a Gibby, the ability requires more planning than an Octane pad or a Wraith portal, but it gets you around the map much faster than those abilities. Less focused on in-combat movement of your squad and more focused on rotations, Skyward Dive has shown itself to be just as good as it is stylish. If you have good communication, this ulti can let you have a massive impact on your team's success without having to hit a single shot. So since I've mentioned this ability a couple times already, it feels like Octane and his jump pad have to be included in the discussion. Even though his ability isn't flashy or map changing, the sheer level of synergy jump pad has cannot be understated. Not to mention, this thing deploys so fast. And while it isn't the sneakiest or the most tactical, it gets the job done in a quick and direct way. The jump pad has single-handedly shaped the meta of the game in the last couple seasons, but with recent nerfs to its cooldown and Octane himself, are we seeing the end of the jump pad era? Let us know what you guys think in the comments below and if jump pad even deserves a spot on our list. Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for the most powerful ultimates in the game. And I know there's other strong abilities that we didn't discuss today, but these are the ones that stood out to us. They're game-changing ults that really make for unique and powerful legends. And if we didn't talk about your favorite Legends ult, no worries. All the Legends are strong in their own right. We just can't talk about every one in a single video. Anyway guys, if you have an ultimate you think needs to be added to the list, then let us know in the comment section below. But anyway guys, it's been valued, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.